Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Twistura Sigma. As you can see, 2-pin connection, but like obviously cable down kind of style. Something a bit different, more piston style, I guess you could call it. And yeah, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Linsoft for sending this out to me to try. So thank you very much. I was not paid to this video, no thoughts, opinions on my own. And as you can see, this is still sealed, so I have no idea what this is like. And yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. So let's have a closer look. So like piston style, cable down, maybe you can wear it cable up, who knows. There's a frequency response. I have to see what that's actually like and what that part's actually like. So you can see detachable cable, so it's okay, so it's a hybrid, so it's got a 6mm dynamics, that's quite small. 1-band armature, LCP, which is pretty much standardized, but it's pretty good. 0.782 pin single-ended. 26 ohm impedance, sensitivity 107, blah blah blah. It looks relatively normal. Oxygen free copper silver plated cable. So being a hybrid, so I'm quite curious to see how they've done that. It might be a bit, like shows you on their graph, might be a bit forward in the treble, like the lower treble maybe, but we'll have a look. Put it in the right way. So let's go this way. So we've got a cable there, that's missing. I don't know how important that is. We'll have a look. So metal, but quite light. Bit of venting. Says R on the back. Obviously you need a secure cable for that. Lips on the nozzles. Fairly light. So looks like 3.5. I'll have to check down a bit. So 3.5 to 3.5. We'll have to see it. Check down a bit. Bit of paperwork. I'll have a look at that off camera. QC. Tips, so that's pretty good. There's quite a few of these now. That kind of style of tip. So that should be fine. Should be the cable in here. Okay, so they put that in there. So yeah, Type C to 3.5. 3.5. So yeah. Weird seeing those kind of connectors, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've not got the, hopefully they're not too shouty according to that graph, and anyway, I'll see you in the future. Yes, so welcome to my review section, the Twistura Sigma. So before I even get to any of this, talk about these two. So this is the included dongle. It works absolutely fine. It seems more than enough, to be honest. Quick and dirty review, but yeah. Works fine, works in Windows, it obviously works with Android, which I tried it with. And yet sound quality is good, and yet it's just a quality dongle. It's not the most powerful one, but it's obviously more than sufficient for most normal things really. So yeah, quick and dirty, but yeah, the included dongle is pretty good. And what this was, it is a 30 ohm impedance adapter. Now I tried it with this, and I've graphed it with this and without it. I didn't upload it because basically there's no difference for tuning. It's just harder to drive. It just sounds the same. So obviously it's just if you've got some really funky kind of source and you need the impedance to make it sound right, so something weird like that. But obviously I've used a top-in amp which has got 0.1 output impedance. But yeah. The camera don't really like reflections, but yeah, sound quality just seems the same. It's just a 30 ohm output impedance. 30 ohm impedance adapter. Anyway, so onto this, a 3.5. Bit of strain relief there, quite a bit, which is pretty good. Really soft cable. Cable's fine, but the problem is because it's a cable down version, as you can see, you do get cable noise. So. And all the way up here's a chin slider, which obviously moves. Let's move that the way. And obviously that's how they look fitted. Simple as that. Wallet style. Hot again. That's that. So obviously teeping, they only can go on one way. So if they ever get a pair that's wired out of phase, you can't fix it. So these only fit on one way. You can't pull it the like other way like that. So you have to pull on, and they do come off quite easy. Just pop straight off. So pound sensitivity, very easy to power. I had no issues at all. They get really low, really easy. Basically, I guess that's why they included that kind of adapter. Obviously, that's what they look like. Fitment is fine if you like the cable down. There's nothing extraordinary about the fitment, but it's fine if you like the cable down. Or if you want to, you could probably cable up and then around your ear. But the cable, it's probably. You probably need something a little bit more flexible for that to work. Anyway, so technicalities seems pretty good on this set. We'll get to tuning and all that in a bit. And details seem pretty good as well. There's a few flaws, but I'll obviously get to that in a bit. Timbre, it sounds a bit unnatural really. Well, quite a bit unnatural. Obviously we'll get to that in a bit. But the drivers they use seem actually to be quite good for technicalities. Soundstage didn't really, to me, sound that big, and the imaging is actually pretty good. I guess it's the BA doing a bit of magic, but yeah, for stage it's big. It was big enough, really. Anyway, tuning, because this is where these are very different. So as you can see, so when I first tried using these, it reminded me of the Truth Here hexes. And I thought, that's odd. So obviously I've used them for a bit, then I've graphed them. And it graphs very similar, but it's got more treble on this set, which I don't think it really needed. The Hex has had the same kind of peak, but this has got more of it. So as you can see, for me, it's not my tuning. It's for people who like neutral, really neutral tuning with a small sub-bass boost. And it's really made for folks who want vocals. It's vocal forward, especially female vocal music. Now obviously you can see after 8K it falls off, so obviously they reached the limit of the kind of the drivers. But one thing, it's considering it's got a DD, it's not very bassy as you can tell. So the focus seems a bit niche, so it's for people who are allergic to bass and like female vocals a lot. Now, to a lot of folks, this tuning probably won't suit a lot of people, but it will suit some people. So anyway, and one thing is between the tips, because it came with those white tips and kind of those spring tips, kind of like Moondrop style. One thing I noticed with the white kind of clearish tips, a little bit brighter tuning. Then you use those spring kind of Moondrop style tips. It's a little bit smoother in the treble. That's one thing I noticed between the tips. So yeah, the white-ish kind of tips are a bit brighter. I think it's just how it probably does the seal really. And yeah, so bass light, slight sub bass, works fine if you only got sub bass, but I like actual bass, and it doesn't really have any. Mid range is super clean, as you can probably imagine, because there's nothing else there. They do sound incredibly clean because there's no low end. There's nothing else to make muddy the sound or anything like that, but it's all kind of more vocal based music, as you can see. Like as you say, these are, I'd say, more towards the Asian market, Chinese market, with that kind of boost in the treble, especially the vocal bit. Now the one thing this didn't have is any sibilance, which is good, but it's more, as I say, it's a vocal centric set, and they don't have that much extension. So yeah, not my cup of tea. Probably I wouldn't class it as bad, but it's just tuned very specifically towards, I say, a certain audience. But yeah, I would prefer personally a bit less 3 to 4K, and yeah, just a bit more of a warmer tuning. I think it would be crazy bassy, just a bit more there. Yeah, so very neutral tuning with a boost obviously in the lower mid-range, the upper mid-range, well, I'll just say boost in the lower treble, to be honest. And I think that's it, kind of uneventful kind of set. I think it's around $70. I've got to double check that. I think it's $70 kind of price. You do get plenty of accessories, which is good, especially another dongle as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So conclusion of the Twistura Sigma, not my cup of tea at all. It's like Hexa, but more vocals thrown basically on the top. That's what it's sounding very similar to. I like the idea of this. It's a bit different, being a piston design. You know, sorry, cylinder piston kind of design with the 2-pin obviously design there. Accessories and everything's good. I think it's around $70-ish. I think, is that cheaper than the Hexa? I think it's been a while since I tried that. But yeah, not my cup of tea. Actually needs some low end, I think, to please a lot of folks. But if you want something neutral, tuned with a female poison boost, shall we say, this is the set for you. But fortunately, it's not the set for me. So ultimately, not a bad set, but it's not for. I think a lot of the viewers of this channel might not be their cup of tea. But I know some people out there will actually appreciate its tuning because it is different. So different is good. Just depends how different they go with it. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, good to see something different, but not my kind of tuning really. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.